Talk to us about IBM. That is a big company. You say they are undergoing a real and meaningful change. Why?
It's a very unloved stock. You know, nobody likes big blue these days. It's old tech. It's not seen as anything sexy. But if you dig into actually what IBM is doing, they're spinning off their legacy infrastructure business into a spinoff called Kyndryl. And then they're keeping together what really is going to be their core business going forward, which is Red Hat, which is hybrid cloud and cloud-based, as well as AI with Watson. So this company is reinventing itself for the third time over the last 100 years. Last time they did this, when they spun off their PC business to Lenovo, they've had a very good, successful run as a main partner for most Fortune 500 companies with their IT infrastructure. They have a not new CEO, but fairly new the last couple of years, and he's really turning the ship around and reinventing what IBM is. So I think when people look back and they say, oh man, the stock has barely grown, it hasn't, has a great dividend yield, fantastic cash flows. But you look forward and you say the stock is not going to be what it was 5 years ago. What they're focusing on is a great part of this market. You know, the cloud market is getting bigger, more and more is getting integrated, but IBM is one of the most trusted partners across every large company in the US. And now they're going to help people actually run their cloud business and integrate in their AI business. Everybody loves talking about AI. Nobody really knows how to integrate it well.
I feel like it's the cilantro of stocks. Everybody's got a very strong opinion on IBM one way or the other. Nobody seems to be down the middle.
Cilantro's great.
Let's talk about.
Take it.
Hey, I'll eat cilantro literally just by hand in sort of bunches. CrowdStrike. You talked about data security, cybersecurity, all these hacks we're talking about. CrowdStrike, your favorite name in that space.
It is, because it's cloud-based again, and it's also AI-focused, and their threat assessment graph is one of the best ones out there. It evaluates over 1 trillion events every single day, and as you know, with artificial intelligence, the more it has to analyze and the more data it crunches, the smarter it gets. They're also a leader in security afterwards. They're the ones that track down the DNC hack. They really have a great quarterly report they put out there about all these state actors that are hacking us, and are they coming from Iran or Russia or China? And so you look across, and as the workforce gets more dispersed, right? We're more work from home. You can't have everybody logging into a terminal in a secured office. You have more and more people accessing data from afar, and cloud-based data. You really have to make sure that your data is secure. And they've just got a superior product. And I think they're going to continue to take market share in a growing business. They have over 2/3 of their clients have more than 4 modules. They have 19 modules across the company that they offer for different services, and almost 50% have 5 modules. So you see their ability to not only gain new clients. I think they work with something like 60 of the Fortune 500 companies, 14 of the 20 largest banks. I mean, they're just really a leader in what they do, and their product is unique and differentiated. And I think that gives them a very wide moat and gives them a lot of protection in a space that has more and more threats against it. And it's not just malware. A lot of it now is really, really sophisticated state actors. They're going after telecom. Telecom was the #1 most hacked or tried to be breached last year because it has so much data about its consumers. After that, healthcare data is a lot at risk. And so you have these companies, not just the large banks, but you start looking across the street at what companies might be vulnerable, and it's surprising. You know, Colonial surprised people when that got held out for ransom. And I think you just have to be more aware and spend more of your IT budget on cybersecurity.